Hi, I'm Solar, and I'd like to talk to you about taverns. There's always a tavern. A lot of adventures even start in them. They're good places to set up atmosphere, meet NPCs, engage in role-playing dialogue, or just gather at the end of the adventure. But usually, the extent in which a tavern has personality is limited. Besides explaining the layout and wealth, mood, maybe a few NPCs, there's not a lot you can do with a tavern, and why would there be more? It's only a small part of the story. Exciting stuff can happen in one, but I've never been excited to go into a tavern. How about you? Unless the core of the concept is changed. What if you could make it a part of the adventure, a place they want to go and not just stop there? What if, as a GM, you could have a whole new line of options for what you can do with a tavern? The idea I'm talking about here is making a tavern follow the adventure. Oops. Making it cool. There are plenty of ways to do this, and I'll try to mention some fun ones here while further explaining the concept. The three ideas I started off on were an airship, a giant turtle, and a moving door. So let's start with the airship. It's a physical tavern, either attached to a balloon and resembling a dirigible. Uh, it could have a wizard fueling it with magic or controlling the air around it. Maybe some kind of anti-gravity or wind control machinery, if you think even a fantasy world should have some inventions. Or a powerful gem-like device that gives the ship magical properties. Or lots of other things I'm not clever enough to think of. Maybe it has giant legs, who knows. But these are just excuses to have one, and not what makes it interesting, and that's its purpose. This is a tavern that flies around your world or a part of it, picking up adventures and, for example, with a rope ladder, and always moving and turning up when needed. Maybe there's a way to signal it, like the night bus from Harry Potter, but something that makes more sense. A flare or activating a signal ring they sell at the tavern. It has a specific crew and regulars, up to you. I personally would have a band of retired adventurers run it. A sassy and angry dwarf woman in charge, a mysterious ninja bouncer, a wizard that always sleeps in the center. There'd also be an old kobold butler with wings. He likes to swoop down and rob people. Uh, anyway, folks around this area of the world would gather in this tavern. It would be like a famous place. They'd be sharing rumors and offering services or jobs, much like in a regular tavern, but there'd be more of them, and they'd things would happen more often because it's mobile and accessible. It would probably take people places for money. Exactly how that will work is up to you. I personally don't know how to make that work. And once the players get familiar with the NPCs, it should start feeling like home, more so than a regular tavern would due to its accessibility. Now, I don't know about you, but in my mind, making it feel like home is key. It's rare to find a specific place in the world you enjoy as a player, not as an NPC. I think making it mobile and accessible really helps there, so do recurring NPCs, as well as it being an airship. Airships are cool. Bow ties will never be cool. Anyway, maybe you could even help form that bond by having them start off fetching the MacGuffin gem to fix the ship, or helping them defend it while someone else is fixing it. Basically, this would help them get to know the crew. What more could you do with an airship tavern? Well, part of the adventure could be the PCs joining some kind of guild, maybe as newbies proving themselves. For example, monster hunters, and this could be their hunting lodge or just any kind of lodge. Monster hunters would probably need to move a lot, so that would probably be very useful, and being able to help their members in danger would also probably be important and easy with mobile base. NPCs could go there when they see it flying around to present their problems and rewards, because it would be like a place known for helpful, I don't know, adventures, as opposed to a regular tavern where that would kind of feel like taking you out of the immersion. They could also be some kind of knight or police force given the duty to patrol the land. Of course, you should probably make them wait a while when they call for the airship for realism and the danger. Um, how long is up to you. Alternatively, well, most of this stuff is up to you. Alternatively, it could be a PC or NPC home. Maybe it's a literal flying house that can hover relatively close to the ground, like an up, but less ridiculous concept. Make it magic or a giant balloon, like a dirigible type of balloon, but maybe even larger. Anyway, that's probably something you would not allow as part of a background, but maybe it could be a mid-level range reward, or maybe the PCs, or you as a PC could even try to craft or cast a spell on a house to make something like this. I don't know what the hell kind of crafting would make a flying house. Anyway, yeah, regarding how it looks, you can probably figure out how you want it to, but keep in mind they can range from resembling an actual building to a full ship with sails to a zeppelin, or I'm not sure. English isn't my primary language, and also it's actually not an English word. Anyway, I suggest looking up some steampunk airships if you're out of ideas. Those tend to help me a lot. I don't know. I like steampunk. You might not. They kind of have an observation deck or a lounge where the entire wall is some kind of glass. That sounds cool. Anyway, gotta stop saying anyway. If you want to use this concept in a sci-fi setting or a modern one, just make it a space diner or some kind of armored party van. Yeah, the airship is the default option, at least in my mind, and it's easier. It's the easiest one to implement compared to the other ones because it feels natural, somewhat at least, to both you and the players. Whether you like what I suggested so far or not, at least you got it. But the next part will probably be too weird to use. It's only a comparison though for what kind of stuff you can do with the original idea to personalize it. So onto the giant turtle.